Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the old Coke plant, Coca-Cola plant. There's a beautiful sign on the front of it carved out of beige granite. It says Coca-Cola, and it's got the two bottles on it. It's just beautiful. Coca-Cola no longer uses this building. It has come into the use of the safe house, and the safe house is tied to a lot of things, one of them including food distribution for people who have food inequities. This giant pad here is where the new refrigerator unit is going to be. If they can raise enough money to pay somebody to come and assemble it. You've seen me work on that building, and that building is just like an afterthought. It's there. It's kind of not used much, but rather than have it fall down and become a pile of rubble that someone would have to clean up, I reattached the roof and put some siding on it. I put some siding on this little building, which I have to finish up. I haven't cut the corners. But today my job is to make a wall in this opening with a door. They are starting to use more and more space around here. Along with giving away food, they also give away things like children's bicycles and a walker and an ironing board and some cups and various things, clothing and stuff. And one of the problems they have is that when it rains, water comes in here, and we have some pretty good showers, and that can be a problem. So they've asked me to build a door right here, which I'm going to do. Now you'll notice these edges are pretty rough, but I do have good wood, and I'm not going to try to repair this rotted out piece here. I'm going to build the wall right at this board right here, which is pretty much a strong point. Looking to make sure that actually is wood. Yep. So, and I have acquired from the Restore Habitat for Humanity a couple of these doors. I'm only going to use one. That's a $15 door that I got from them. And these boards here, I have a pressure treated board to go on the bottom because that's more likely to get water than any other spot. I don't know if this floor is level. We'll sort those little issues out as we go along. But for starters, we'll get started framing out a wall, seeing how the door is going to fit, making it work. So the first thing I want to do is just get the wood out of my truck. By the way, I didn't know if I could haul 8-foot 2x4 studs in there like a pickup truck, but apparently I can. I just have to use up some of my cab space up there to do it, but it is doable. Let's try sitting, y'all, here for the moment while I pull out all of this stuff. By the way, I'm here this morning while no one is here, and also early when it's still cool. On the days that they give out food here, this place is just jam-packed. People just waiting in line to get in and get out. One of the things that has come up recently, in fact we talked about it in church last night, was that there's quite a lot of people that are hungry in this area. And a place like this is vital to a lot of people's survival. Last night we assembled food for another food giveaway at a different church that takes place on Saturday. You know, it's really got me thinking, as blessed as I am, I never want for food. I never really have gone hungry, except back in the younger days when I went out and drove a truck and literally didn't have money a long time ago. It's gotten better since then. But I do think about, wow, how can I be more helpful to people that help people the way these people help people. So, this door here, when I was at Habitat for Humanity, I bought 2 doors. I may use this door on my little building that I'm building at home. That other door is also an exterior door. It has a handle and everything already on it. So I'm thinking that that's the door I'm going to put up here. It also has some hinges already on it, so I may be able to swing this door. I don't have the part of the latch that goes here, but wouldn't it be nice if I could get it framed out and get a working door there? Now I didn't bring a level today, but when I stood that door up, when I brought that door over here and I stood it up right here, the distance between the top of the door and the bottom of the door seemed to be the same. So it does seem like this probably is level. Probably this concrete out here is not. I'm willing to bet water runs in there based on the way that's made. But let's see. So I'm going to get started just by laying down the one pressure treated piece of wood I've got. Let's see how close it is to 8 feet. So that's a wee bit more than 8 feet. I believe I can. So I didn't bring a ladder today, but that little step stool was here, and it's pretty wobbly. Well, maybe I can use it for the little bit I need to do without breaking the neck or anything. Well, it does feel a little bit like God is working with me here today. You know, that could have been a lot harder than it was. So sometimes if you just trust the good Lord. There's a verse in the Bible that says something about, you know, bring all your troubles to God, put things in God's hands, trust God. I had a friend on Facebook last night that was saying some very scary things, but basically it all came down to her fear of what was going to happen next politically. And that troubled me because her fear was so strong, and there were so many of her friends who joined in to complain, criticize, and, you know, everything else regarding this same fear. And I wondered what I could say to be helpful. And I went to church last night, and the preacher, it was something I remembered, something my dad used to say was, put it in God's hands, let him handle it. And the preacher talked about how before the earth was created, God hovered above the void. He was there above the chaos. And from his presence, wonderful things happened. And I think we have to remember that sometimes, that when things are in chaos, God is there, and God can make wonderful things happen. And sometimes, rather than be afraid or annoyed, we can have faith and trust God for a miracle. Just a thought. So I think I'll put that door right over there because that actually gives them more space. You know, if I have the door in the middle, it sort of makes it where that wall isn't very usable. And also, we're trying to not use any more lumber than we absolutely have to. So by using that side, I don't need to put a double stud on that hinge side. I can just let the side of the building there, which this has some rod at the bottom, but I'm not addressing that today. I'm just making a wall and a door. On another day, we'll come back and look at that rod. So I'm going to tighten these hinges up and attach that door, build a side on, and then put 2 or 3 more studs in there, put a little T at the top of that. We'll take a look at it. I'm not sure how my time is going because I've got to go do some other work this morning. But I don't know if I have time to cut any tin to go on that or not, but we'll see. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm glad I left this screwdriver head in there. Otherwise I was going to have to take them out and put them back in with my Leatherman. That's going to take a while. But this will make it a lot quicker. Now what I've done over there is I've laid down a piece of cardboard. I'm going to set that door on that cardboard and attach the hinge on the inside. That cardboard will give it a little airspace between the bottom of the door so that it won't hang up when you open and close it. This don't have a real door sill, but we're making do with what we got for, you know, for financial purposes and all. Oh yeah, that's a lot better than having to do that with a Leatherman. See, I'm just putting these hinges this way. This isn't the best door. As I'm looking at it, it looked better than I thought it was. Turns out it is still a press board door. It's an exterior door. If this doesn't work, I can put that wooden one up later. Maybe this will hold up, especially where it's kind of recessed there to be so it's not completely in the weather all the time. So, there's my door. Door standing the right side up. The lock is on the inside. This isn't a terribly awesome lock for safety purposes, because if you stick a ice pick in there, you can unlock that. That's the kind of lock you'd put on a bathroom door, you know. And of course, there was a way to unlock it in case the kids got locked in, or who knows. But this will do for here. And really, you know, they're not so concerned with people stealing stuff here, because I mean, if you think about it, they give away stuff here. So it's like they don't lay awake at night wondering, oh, somebody's going to steal some of that junk that we're going to give away. You know what I mean? So next thing to do is to cut the next board. Goes on the other side of that door. Kind of similar to what I did a while ago. Make a little. I don't have a pencil, so I'm using a screw to make a little scratch. I'm gonna move y'all over here because I'm running out of boards to set you on that sawhorse. Now that should be a double joist there. So I think I am going to put one more here, and I'm going to need to cut one up top there. Okay, this is not finished, but we've made a pretty good start. This is just a scrap piece of tin. They were talking about trying to keep rainwater out, so I thought, well, I'll put that piece of tin up. This door, the lock needs to be reversed so that you can open it and close it this way, and that'll be an easy thing to do. I need one more board right there, so I need one more 2x4. And basically some more time to come back down here and finish this, which I'll do Monday, because tomorrow they're having a big food day, big giveaway day, and this place is going to be really crowded with people. So yeah, I can do that. And so I'll go home. I'm probably going to help Bobby go over to the metal yard. He's got some things he wants to take, and maybe we'll look around and see if there's anything worth bringing back. So that was pretty good couple hours work there, I think. Yeah, good start. All right, let's get out of here.